Yes, so pin height 9 or pin height for every lifter, very important as well. Luke Mullins, you are the next lifter. 90 kilogram class, body weight class, 135 or 135 kg on the bar. So again, we're talking around the 1.5 times body weights, give or take. That's about what we'd be looking for in an event of this nature. We'll get back to you as the day progresses to see if anyone is actually going to give a double body weight bench a go. Highest women's highest women's bench press in Australian history, 165, I think. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, somewhere. A big ding dong. Ding dong battle. So it must be held at arm's length. Nice pause. Push back to completion. Got the signal. 1 wides, 2 wides, 3 wides. That's pretty well textbook, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing to be too concerned about there. Luke Monagher. Same bodyweight division as Tommy McGregor, 140 plus. Troy Zan, Lou Tapera, Charlie Chand, and Shane Parnell in that particular order. Oh, I need a telescope now to read that. Maybe oh no, we're working. Sorry, I thought the microphone had died then. I'm not sure what happened. So well done, Luke. First competitive lift in a sanctioned event is a 3 white light success. Bar now being loaded up for Troy Zan, who's in the 140 kg bodyweight division. Lou Tapera, Charlie Chand, Shane Parnell, Michael Leary, and Ben Adams. Ben Adams, Kyle Love, then back to, I think it's Giselle Lim and Gemma Kirk in that particular order. So first lift now for Troy Zan, spelt S-Z-A-N-N, Polish or something similar name we would expect, European. Henry Day lifting out. Thank you very much, Henry Day, from apparently the Musclepit crew. Easy done, and back into the rack again, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty much a textbook bench press, no issues there. Thank you, Troy. All right, so pin height number 10, not 11, 110 kg body weight class, 160 on the bar. Charlie Chand, you'll follow. Lou Tapera in the moment, looking a bit like Hulk Hogan at the moment on the bench press there. Patriot lifting out, thank you very much, and 3 whites. Charlie Chand, you are the lifter in the 125 kilogram body weight class. That's the old 275 pound division. Shane Parnell will follow. Michael Leary, Ben Adams, and Kyle Love. Before we go back to Giselle Lim. So bar now being lifted out for a Charlie. Nice pause on the chest, back into the rack. 1 white, 2 whites, and 3 white paddles. Shane Parnell, you are the lifter now. 162.5 in the open men's 100 kg class. So easy mathematics, 1.6 times body weight for an opening attempt. Perhaps moving towards, obviously, a double body weight bench. Again, easy mathematics, 200 kg at 100 is double body weight. This is raw or unequipped, raw being spelled R-A-W, raw or unequipped powerlifting. There is no supportive equipment allowed. The lifter must wear what we refer to as a soft suit or a one-piece, perhaps gymnastics type suit, and everything else is an option. Covered footwear is obligatory. The belt, the wrist straps is all optional. Pause on the chest, up and back. Haven't seen a failed lift yet. I'm sure with some luck on our side we won't see any at all during the course of the afternoon. 180 on the bar now, just outside of the 90 kilogram division 2. This is very, very close to a double body weight bench press. 92.5 kg body weight and 180 on the bar. A little bit unusual in terms of body weight division, just outside of double body weight. So we are more than well ahead of where we would expect at this time of the day. These types of lifts are usually left till the second or third attempts. So out, down to the chest. Easily done. How about that for nearly double body weight? Well done, sir. Lifter now, Ben Adams in the 110 kg class. 180 on the bar. Kyle Love, you'll follow. Thereafter, Giselle Lim, Gemma Kirk, Holly-Ann Stothard, Brooke Palmer, Elitha Tate, Annie Mallard, and Ebony Waru. Hello, George. All right, so we're at the almost at the conclusion of round 1, flight number 1, the only flight of the day. So the heavier weights now are being hoisted. It's the pound to body weight ratio, which is the formula, which we'll discuss later, which is also very important. 3 whites there. So Kyle Love, I believe now, 210. 463 pounds, the highest opening not a weight, by the way, highest opening weight of the day for Kyle Love at 106 kg body weight. So pretty much right on, again, double body weight here. Very impressive indeed. Kyle, in a manner of speaking, a bench press specialist, very strong in the bench press, and has won this event, I believe, in the past. Should see a 500-pound bench press at the absolute bare minimum before the day is out from Kyle. Should scoop the pool for the heaviest bench of the day at this point in time. Down to the chest. Oh, very easy. How about that? And straight back into the rack. 3 white lights. Round 2. Giselle Lim, just over the 60 kilogram body weight class, which is the old 132 pound class. You are the first lifter. You'll be followed by Gemma Kirk, Holly-Ann, Brooke Palmer, Elitha Tate, Annie Mallard, Ebony Waru, Ashley Quadros, Simon De Beer Ben Tubby, and David Barker. So that is the lifting order for the second round of attempts. Round 2 of a probable 3 rounds, a 4th round allowable for record-setting purposes, which we would be able to find out by way of your smartphone, iPad, internet, computer, whatever it's going to be. Lifters are generally asked to check records prior to the event start, or the commencement of event, I should say. So the lifter now is Giselle, I believe. Yes, bar weighs 20 kilograms, so a 5 each side makes 30. Must be 5, 2.5, and 1 1/4 to make 32.5. For Giselle Lim, Gemma Kirk, you'll follow. Holly Ann, Brooke, Elitha, Annie, Ebony, Ashley, Simon, and Ben in that particular order. I don't think much has changed in terms of the lifting order. It's probably more or less the same as when we kicked off the first round of benching. Here today at the King and Queen of Benchpress, September the 18th, 2022. Fortunately, no rain. Thank you. Up and back into the rack. 1 white, 2 whites, 3 whites. Thank you very much, Giselle. Great name, by the way, Giselle. Let's have a look in. 50 kilograms at a body weight of 68.4. I wonder if we'll see almost a body weight bench. Should be close, probably about 1.7 times body weight to finish. Hope you like 1980s music, Billy Idol, 1983 I think, or thereabouts, maybe. Steve Ramsey, you'd know. 83, 82 maybe, is around about there, around about then. Steve Ramsey, pretty good on the music, pretty good on the white and red paddles too. Let's hope we see nothing but whites all the afternoon, or for the rest of the afternoon I should say. Thank you very much, Annie. Lifting out for Gemma. Down to the chest. Yes, must keep going. Must keep go. Ouchies. That's, I think, the first missed lift of the day. For Gemma Kirk. Hollyann Stothard, you are the same, or on the same weight, I should say. Bench press number 255, 55 kilograms. Sounds a bit quiet, this microphone. You'll be followed by Brooke. It's the best we can do. Elitha, Annie, Ebony, Ashley, and Simon in that particular order. (1983), I was 21 years of age, would you believe, Stephen? Just commencing my gymnasium career. Out and over the chest. 100 years ago I was. A pause. Yes, must keep going. Must keep going. Oh, how close was that? Oh, my gosh. I think a fly landed on the bar and changed the weight. Oh, dear. Changing the atmospheric pressure. 72.5 now for Brooke Palmer. To be followed by Elitha Tate, Annie Mallard, Ebony Waru, Ashley Quadros, and Simon De Beer. Approaching the midway mark. If it was Wednesday, it'd be Happy Hump Day, right in the middle of the working week. But approaching the midway, if you like, mark of the bench press competition. Yes, bar is now loaded. Yes, who's up? Lifter up is Brooke Palmer, who's apparently lifting in sleeves. I don't know why she's lifting in sleeves. It's a bench press event. Elitha Tate will follow, Annie Mallard, Ebony Waru, and Ashley Quadros. So thank you very much, Brooke. You are being lifted out by somebody from the Musclepit crew. I think Gru's like a cartoon character or something. Oh, easy. My gosh. Actually, spot on choice of weights too. So, well done indeed. 85 kilograms. We have no loading. Oh, 25, 5 and collar. I didn't realise there was a loading chart up there. Elitha Tate to be followed by Annie Mallard, Ebony Waru, Ashley Quadros, Simon De Beer, Ben Tubby and David Barker. Thank you, Kenyon. Bar is indeed loaded. Head referee is required to call a bar loaded when the bar is loaded for obvious reasons, so the lifter knows it's time to get up onto the platform and get themselves ready to lift whichever particular weight it is. Nice pause and a strong bench press. I'd say that should be white, and white. Personal best, we would assume. Thank you very much. A personal best. Oh, okay. We have an Australian record bench press coming up, according to Mr. Henry Day. 87.5 in the... It says female open. Is Annie a submaster? Probably doesn't matter for our purposes. 87.5 at 73.2. Australian record bench press for Annie Mallard. Perhaps even to break her own. Potentially. Not sure who owns the record currently. So, first of the Australian records under the auspices of the Council of Australian Powerlifting Organisations, CAPO, which was formed in 1991. And that's how we do it, ladies and gentlemen. 1 white, 2 whites, and 3 white lights. Well done, Annie. So quite obviously, we would now see the probability of a second Australian record in a moment's time from Annie. 95 now for Ebony Waru, to be followed by Ashley Quadros, Simon De Beer, Ben Tubby, David Barker, Tommy McGregor, and Luke Monagher. So that certainly now paves the way for a second attempt at an Australian record for Annie Mallard. Other lifters, please take note, if you are looking to set or break an Australian record, please check your smartphones, computers, iPads, whatever else you have available, to see if you are somewhere close. You can set or break a record on a fourth if you are successful on a third attempt. Right, another easy attempt there, back into the rack, 3 white lights. Ashley Quadros, you are the lifter now, to be followed by Simon De Beer, Ben Tubby, David Barker, Tommy McGregor, Luke Monagher, and Luke Mullins. Potentially an Australian record, I'm now told. I'm not standing in front of that camera, am I? For Ashley Quadros. I don't know if anyone knows. Henry Day, perhaps? No. Nobody's quite sure at the moment. But potentially an Australian record. Well, it's a yes from me. 3 white paddles. Ashley, do you know if it's an Australian record? Thank you, sir. Not an Australian record yet. Thank you for clearing that up. Simon De Beer, 110. We should see an Australian record shortly, by the way. Simon De Beer with 110. 2 lifters at this particular weight. Ben Tubby, David Barker, Tommy McGregor, Luke Monagher, and Luke Mullins in that particular order. And yes. No doubt. Bar now loaded. And this particular gentleman, Simon De Beer, South African surname, to be lifted out, it appears, by Giselle Lim. Longest version ever of Billy Idol's song, I believe. 4.5 hours later, it's still going. Down to the chest. Nice bench. 3 white lights and a bit of AC/DC by the sound of things now too. Yeah, very popular weight, 110. 110 kg. Ben Tubby, you'll be the lifter in a moment. David Barker, Tommy McGregor, Luke Monaghan in that particular order. So 110 again in a moment for Ben Tubby. 110 is also coincidentally a bodyweight division in the sport of powerlifting. It is the old 242.5 pound bodyweight. Pre-1972. Easy bench press, back into the rack, white, and white. Comfortably moving on there. David Barker, I think 120 by the look of it. 25, 20 and 2.5. Just to reiterate, ladies and gentlemen, the bar weighs 44 pounds or 20 kilograms. Bar is thereafter loaded with plates of various sizes and weights to make up the aggregate for the lifter. Henry Day potentially is lifting out at this point in time. For Mr. David Barker, 54 years young, apparently also lifting in sleeves. How do you lift in sleeves, Corey? On the bench press. Don't know how you do that. David will be followed by Tommy McGregor, Luke Monaghan, Luke Mullins, and Troy Zan. Sure, I'm going to trip over that in a minute. Oh! So, why did we all say, oh, all at once? Something like that, yeah. The bar must be held at the top prior to the head referee giving the rack signal. It's an automatic disqualification. Ouch. Such a strong bench press too. Tommy McGregor. You are the lifter now. Luke Monaghan thereafter. Luke Mullins, Troy Zan, Lou Tapera, Charlie Chand and Shane Parnell. So bar now loaded, lifter on deck. That's how we refer to a lifter being ready to lift. Mr. Tommy McGregor, Irish sounding name for someone that appears to be Maori, Islander, perhaps, descent. Down to the chest to pause. Can you believe it again? 2 times in a row. I probably shouldn't have mentioned that earlier. So again, why the Reds? Miss the rack signal. Must await the referee's command at the top of the bench. Luke Monaghan, 140, so same weight. 2 lifters in a row with Reds. 140, same weight. I'm not sure about the rack height. Oh, pin height 10, please. Luke Mullins, you'll follow Luke Monaghan, Troy Zan, Lou Tapera, Charlie Chand, Shane Parnell, Michael Leary and Ben Adams thereafter. Not sure what album this came off, Stephen Ramsey, this particular AC/DC song. First one, Back in Black maybe, 1980. Just going back in time, ladies and gentlemen, we're not sure if this AC/DC song came off Back in Black or one of the later ones. Was it? It is Back in Black, apparently. Thank you, Henry. Out and over the chest for Luke. Must pause. Must wait for the referee's signal. Think we've got that? Yes, we have. We broke the hoodoo. 142.5, adding a 1.25. Well done, Luke. Adding a 1.25 for Luke Mullins, 142.5. Competition has reached roughly halfway now, perhaps a little bit over halfway. For Luke Mullins, Troy Zan, Lou Tapera, Charlie Chand, Shane Parnell and Michael Leary in that particular order. Lifters now must, or not must, but can move on to a third attempt. It's not obligatory to take a third attempt. It's an option only. Quite obviously, of course, most lifters will elect to take a third attempt, perhaps for a personal best or a record or something of that nature. Now some poison, Stephen Ramsey. We're pretty good on the music today. Great bench press indeed. 3 white lights. Very strong too, by the way. So moving on. Troy Zan 157.5. That is 2 25s, a 15, a 1.25 and a collar. You'll be followed by Lou Tapera, Charlie Chand, Shane Parnell, Michael Leary, Ben Adams and Kyle Love. So roughly 8 lifters before the conclusion of round 2, flight of everybody. One flight or one group only. Thank you, Kenyon. Kenyon Donaldson, head referee. Calling bar loaded now for Mr. Troy Zan. Side referees are Lauren Miller and music guru DJ Mr. Stephen Ramsey. Same era as Uncle Adam. Out and over the chest. Oh, ouchies. So we can see, ladies and gentlemen, regrettably, that's a clear fail. On its way up and then straight back down. Hello, Ollie. I didn't realise you were here. Lou Tapera, you are the next lifter now at 170. Charlie Chand, Shane Parnell and Michael Leary. In that particular order. Hello, Ollie. I did not realise you were here. You are definitely here. So lifting order, Lou, Charlie, Shane, Michael, Ben and Kyle in that particular order. Sounds like I'm calling a school roll. So loaders, in this case, Roscoe and Matteo, both accomplished powerlifters from Musclepit Gymnasium. Thus the Musclepit Gymnasium T-shirts. Thank you, Roscoe. And thank you, Matteo. 225s, 20 and 2.5. That looks about right, doesn't it? Lou, you'll follow on in a moment. Or in fact, this might be you lifting. Yes, it is. Sorry. Oops. Charlie, Shane, Michael, Ben and Kyle. Must pause on the chest. Oh, still going. Nice bench press indeed. White, and, well, thumbs up. That's an unusual one. Apparently no white paddle for Kenyon. 170, so same weight on the bar for Charlie Chand. Pin height 11. That's if it changes. I don't know if it changes. It does change. $397. Charlie Chand. Shane Parnell, Michael, Ben and Kyle in that particular order. Somebody in some type of racing car out there. Oh, it's Toy Toy. One better than me. Yes, still going, still going. Go! Great spotting. Thank you very much, Roscoe and Matteo. Good try, though. Michael, you'll follow Shane, Ben, and finally Kyle. Was that a 4-cylinder Hyundai that just left? I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, that's it, XL. 2004. Yeah, yeah. Fiat Bambino. Definitely not a Tesla. Shane, Michael, Ben and Kyle in that particular order. I better not stand in front of the camera. Samuel Murphy will jump around a bit. So again, folks, the lifter is allowed to elect a training partner, friend, brother, sister, wife, uncle, grandpa, whatever, to lift out. Oh, we're still going. Yes, I think we've got it. Looks pretty good from my angle. One red, one white, and one red. I don't know why that would be. Bum off. So again, it's the bum, unfortunately, coming off the bench. If you have a bum, leave it on the bench if you're bench pressing. Well, that's the best way I can explain it, surely. Apparently we have a bum. I think we have a bum. Right, bar now being loaded up for Michael Leary, 187.5. Now we are at double body weight, 92.5 kg body weight at weigh-in, which potentially was yesterday, may have been today. Weigh-ins in the sport of powerlifting are generally conducted 24 hours beforehand, but they can be conducted on the day of the event. Prior to 2001 or 2002, all weigh-ins were conducted on the morning of the event. 24-hour weigh-in, relatively new, as the sport commenced in 1964 in the United States of America and in 1972, 50 years ago, in Australia. So down to the chest here. Oh, there we go, folks. That's a double body weight bench, even with a little bit to spare. Very strong, very powerful indeed. Ben Adams now at 110, 190 on the bar. What's about 419 pounds on the old scale. Kyle Love, you'll follow on in a moment. So the playlist you are listening to has apparently been curated, I think is the word nowadays, curated by Corey Miller. Corey's in charge of the music at this point in time. Thank you very much, Corey. Nice mix of 80s, 90s, 2000s. Right, so second attempts in the bench. Looking quite challenging here. Yes, 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 no. So, just stalled out. Good try, though. Just stalled out. Highest attempt of the day so far, 485 pounds, 220 kilograms. Kyle Love, you are the lifter. Then it'll be back to Giselle. Looks like everyone's submitted a third, haven't they? Yes, they have. Giselle, Gemma, Holly, Brooke, Elitha, Annie, Ebony, and Ashley. Highest weight of the day thus far. We are looking towards, optimistically, a 500-pound bench press. 500 pounds is 227.5, 227.5 kilos. So that's what we're looking towards. Probably on a third, potentially on a fourth, if in fact it is a record or the record is thereabouts. So held over the chest, must pause. No. Very, very close. Let's give Kyle a huge round of applause. That would have been the highest weight of the day and also double body weight. Third and final round. Giselle Lim. Oh, another great song. 37.5. 5 and 1.25, please. This is real old school AC/DC now. 1973 or 4, I think. So, again, bar weighs 20. Weights are added thereafter. 37.5. This, in fact, is an Australian record bench press for Giselle's particular age and weight division. That is teenage, 16 to 17-year-old age group, 37.5, 67.5 or 148-pound class. So come on, Giselle, down. Well, how good was that? Now you can attempt a fourth if you wish. Easy done. There's a number of... Is that working? Toyota Corolla or Camry or some such thing, white car has blocked one FBH 151 in. Does somebody own a Toyota Corolla? I don't know what it is. Corolla, a Corolla sedan, a white Corolla sedan. Anybody at the competition? White Corolla sedan. Sorry about the change of pace here. Camry, sorry, I don't know what it is. Yes, no, unfortunately it's stalled out too. Third attempts generally are a lifter's personal best or a record. So a couple of vehicles here, a silver Mitsubishi Lancer, I think, or something. Oh yeah, it's, or something, I don't know, Toyota. A Toyota Camry, I think a white Toyota Camry 1G something or another. Sorry, but that's not exactly powerlifting we're talking here at the moment. Third and final attempt now for Holly-Ann Stothard, or Stothard. Brooke Palmer, you'll follow. Elitha Tate, Annie Mallard, Ebony Waru, and Ashley Quadros. Well, again, a brilliant choice of weights. I'm not sure if Holly has a coach or somebody that's advising her. Maybe. Great choice of weights. Well done indeed. Exactly what I was just mentioning. Choice of coach or handler. 82.5 now to be loaded on the bar. 182 pounds for Brooke Palmer. Elitha Tate. Somebody yelling out "Hi Mum" there. I'm not sure exactly who that is. Well, I do. Hi Uncle. Will that do? Mum's not listening. Hi Uncle. Well, that's closer. Well, Mum's busy. Probably gone home actually. Brooke Palmer, Elitha Tate, Annie Mallard, Ebony Waru, Ashley Quadros, or Ben Tubby. You are apparently a bench press just took place, or did, or didn't. Uh, 110 potentially. 25, 2.5 and 1.25. Oh, misload. All right. Apparently a misload. Yeah, now you'll get it. 5 and 2.4, 2.5. Yeah, looks about right. Looks equal. Elitha, Annie, and Ebony in a moment. Big deep breath. Pause on the chest and up, and we're on the way. We're still going. Oh, how close was that, though? Oh, my gosh. Well done indeed. All right, moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Elitha Tate, 87.5, one lifter only at this weight. Annie, you'll follow. Ebony, Ashley, Ben, Simon, and David. Thank you, Kenyon. Must be another personal best, surely. Would appear to be a personal best, we would have thought. Apparently to take first place, can you believe, according to Corey Miller. 87.5, but not at this point in time. Annie, you are next with 90 at 73.2 kg body weight. 25, 5 and 2.5. pin height is? Yeah, pin height 5. To further or take one step forward from her previously set Australian record, to take one further step forward, I think by another 2.5. I don't think by as much as 5 kilos. Let's just check here. Another great song, by the way. Yes, 2.5 kilos. So very, very sensible attempt indeed. No point jumping 5 when 2.5 kg is available in terms of an increase or a progression of the weight on the bar. Looking for the pause. And 3 white lights. $100 kilograms for Ebony Waru, triple figures there. Ashley Quadros, Ben Tubby, Simon De Beer, and David Barker. You will follow on in a moment. A potential Australian record. Well done. Thank you very much, Dion. Another Australian record, ladies and gentlemen, that is in the Council of Australian Powerlifting Organisations, CAPO. I'm not exactly sure what age and body weight division. We'll have a look here now. Open, well, it says open here. 110 plus, but only just for Ebony Waru, Australian record bench press. Oh, yes, and up. One right, one... Yeah, just got it because of the stall, and oh, very, very close. Very close indeed. Ashley Quadros, 110. He'll need that for the 112, obviously, which is the Australian record. Rack height 7 or pin height 7, 25, 15 and 2.5, please. (25, 15, 2.5), pin height 7. Ashley, you'll be followed by Ben, Simon, David, Luke, so Mr. Monaghan and Mr. Mullins in that particular order. Approaching an Australian record here for Ashley. Yeah. Oh, is it going to go? No, it has not gone. Therefore, no Australian record is available for Ashley. Ben Tubby, 112.5. Different body weight division. The next one higher, 165-pound body weight division. Simon, David, Luke, and Luke in that particular order. Bar now loaded. Lifter on deck or onto the platform, normally where Henry parks his truck. Ben Tubby, 112.5, pin height 8. Simon De Beer, David Barker, Luke Monaghan, and Luke Mullins in that particular order. So this is the third round again, ladies and gentlemen. A couple of fourth attempts, I believe, have already been submitted to the score desk. Back in, oh, red, and white. Was that rear end lifting again, was it? Yeah. Once again, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, why the red? Bum must stay on the bench. The bum came up. 115, a 25 kilogram plate and a 20 kilogram plate. So in old school terms, that would have been 50. Well, this would be 55 pound on each red plate and 44 pound for the blues. Lifter now, Simon De Beer, David Barker, Luke, and Tommy in that particular order. Looks like Kyle Love is not submitted. Okay. So with no Kyle Love, the flight or the round becomes just that little bit shorter. Not by much, mind you, but probably about 60 seconds. Big deep breath. Pause. Thank you, Kenyon. No, not happening. Good try, though, once again. David Barker, you are now the lifter, 125. One lifter only at this weight, 275 pounds. At 90 kilograms body weight. Mr. Monaghan and Mr. Mullins in a moment's time. Thank you, Kenyon. Oh, so lifter on deck, Mr. Barker, to be followed by Mr. Monaghan and Mr. Mullins. Thank you, Henry. Third and final attempt for David Barker. Thank you, Henry. Out and over that chest. Oh, yes, unfortunately, a double bounce at the bottom to start with. Boing, boing, boing. And then a bit out of shape on the way up, regrettably. No, that's right too, so it all went pear-shaped. 1 for 2.5. 225s, a 5, a 2.5, and a 1.25. 5, 2.5, and 1.25. Third and final attempt now for Luke Monaghan. Henry Day lifting out, I believe. And this band was Jet, I think. 3, I think, if I remember right. Must pause. Oh, great bench press. That'll get 3 white lights. One of very few third attempts that has got 3 white lights. 147.5, so a 5 kilogram or 11 pound jump. Luke Mullins. Tommy McGregor, Troy Zan, Charlie Chand, and Shane Parnell in that particular order. The final bench press at this point in time will be 192.5 on a third before we announce any fourths. Thank you, Kenyon. Bar loaded now for Luke Mullins. Once again in sleeves. Tommy in a moment. Troy, Charlie, Shane, and Lou. Lifting out with no assistance. A little unusual, but completely allowable in the sport of powerlifting. Bar held at arm's length. Big deep breath. Oh, it's going to glow, I think. I think it's going. Oh, the bum, ladies and gentlemen, is looks like the Sydney Harbour Bridge. There's so much air under there. Unfortunately, great attempt. Crowd pleaser, by the way, I must say. He gets the award for the bum, the highest off the bench of the day, I would say at this point in time. Video, or it didn't happen. Tommy McGregor now, please. 150. 225's a 10 and a 2.5. Troy, you'll follow Charlie Chand, Shane Parnell, and Lou Tapera. Third and final round of bench pressing for the vast majority of the lifters. One final round, sort of, if it is a round, sort of, for record-setting attempts. Oh no, that's definitely a no-go. Probably wouldn't need to explain that to anyone. Not hurt? Didn't hurt yourself? Well done. Good try. 157.5, one lifter only, Troy Zan, who missed this on a second. Charlie, Shane, Lou, and Ben, you will follow on in a moment. So 4 fourth attempts and 1 reattempt. Why is there a reattempt? Possibly a mistake by the spotters or loaders or something. I'm not sure why. Something must have happened. But 4 in total plus a 5th. That is at the conclusion of the 3rd round of lifting. So obviously the bar's loaded. We can hear that even from here. Troy Zan, you are the lifter. 157.5 on the bar. Henry Day lifting out. Foo Fighters now on the stereophonic system. Stereophonic in the 1970s when they were trying to sell these things. Thank you, Henry. Out and over the chest. 3rd and final bench press. No, I don't think so. Back into the rack. Good try, though. Thank you, Troy. We shall now move on to Mr. Chand to repay. Is repay a word? Repeat his 170. Shane, you're on the same weight in a moment. Charlie will be followed by Shane, Lou, Ben, Michael, and Kyle in that particular... Oh, no, sorry, Kyle. He's taken a bath. All right, so Giselle, I think, is a 4th, and a couple of others thereafter. Thank you, Kenyon. So we're going, folks, 3rd and final attempts. If it was a powerlifting event, this would count towards a powerlifting total. Keep going, keep going. Oh, good catch. Thank you very much, Roscoe, and thank you very much, Mateo, once again. Bar stays the same, pin height, I think 9 by the looks of it, perhaps, for Shane Parnell. Very active down there, those 2 youngsters. Lou, Ben, Michael, and... Why do I keep saying Kyle? Lou, Ben, and Michael, but certainly no Kyle at this stage. Ouch. Bars loaded. Thank you, Kenyon. 3rd and final attempt for the 2022 King and Queen of the bench press here at Musclepit Gymnasium outdoor event. Again, thankfully the heavens did not open up. Pouring with rain tomorrow, apparently on Monday, back to work. And 10 or 15 millimetres of rain forecast. Can you believe? Hopefully you don't have an outdoor job. Down to the chest, up. Oh, yeah, a slight stall, but a pretty good bench press. 1 white, 1 red, 1 white. Thank you very much. Just in there. Sometimes it can be cause for a red paddle or light if there's a stall or if the bar goes back down, for example. Not in that case. One lifter now at 180, 397 pounds. Lou Tapera, you are the lifter. Ben Adams and Michael Leary to follow. So let's look at the power to body weight ratio, which is more or less the same as a powerlifting formula in any case. It's about 1.79 times body weight for Lou. Ben, you're just a bit higher. Michael, you are way and above. 92 and 190, 100 kg, your own body weight. Above your own body weight, I should say. So we mentioned earlier the bench press primarily as a test of upper body strength through the, if you like, pectoral muscles, deltoids, triceps, things of that nature. Down to the chest and must pause. Oh, doesn't look like it's going to go, unfortunately, so back into the rack. 1 red, 2 reds, and 3 reds. One lifting out 190, pin height 10, 325s, a 5 and a 2.5. Oh, my apologies, pin height 10 apparently. Final attempt now for Mr. Adams. Yeah, Mr. Ben Adams. Finally, thereafter, Mr. Michael Leary, and that will be the last of the 3rd attempts of the day. 4th attempts will follow on thereafter. Waiting for the pause. Doesn't look like it's going to go, unfortunately. But again, a good try. Give or take now the heaviest weight of the day. That is, we refer specifically to 3rd attempts. 192.5. This is 100 kilograms above his body weight. So another milestone achieved indeed. 92.5 kg body weight at weigh-in. 192.5 on the bar. Very, very strong indeed. So more than double body weight and 100 kg or 221 pounds above his own body weight. The final 3rd attempt of the entire competition. Yes. Oh no, and back down. Wow, what an attempt too. All right, around about 4 attempts remain. That is for record-setting purposes only. Reattempting, we did discuss that earlier. So where there is a reattempt, a mistake has been made, perhaps a misload on the bar. So for Aletha Tate, 1 final attempt to repeat whichever weight it was. 87.5, a 25, a 5 and a 1.25. So clearly there was a misload earlier on, either on her 2nd or most probably her 3rd. So let's make sure we get behind Aletha now. She can get this weight correctly loaded, of course. The weight on the bar is 87.5 kilograms. Apparently lifting in sleeves too. Aletha Tate, 193 pounds on the old scale. Keep going. Oh. No, that's right.
Fuck.
That one, yeah. Well done. Let's give her a huge round of applause. It's hard to follow on the same weight on the bar. She pretty much summed up that attempt too, by the way. Dropping the F-bomb on stage. And again, 40 kilograms. This again, folks, is an Australian record attempt. 88.1 pounds on the bar for Giselle Lim, 40 kilograms. Council of Australian Powerlifting Organisations, CAPO, Australian record attempt. for Giselle Lim, 16 to 17-year-old age group. Following fourth attempt is Annie Mallard and Luke Monaghan. So, following Giselle, 2 further attempts, that is 4th attempts in the bench press. Right, Mr. De Beer lifting out. Australian record, teenage. Oh, how about that? Wow. Should there be a 5th attempt? In the WIPF, it's allowable. Apparently not in CAPO. Something to aim for next time, I believe. 95 kilograms now for Annie Mallard. That is a 25, a 10, and a collar. She'll be followed by Luke Monaghan. Very unusual for Luke, since his first event is this particular competition. In his first competition, it's going to be a 4th attempt for an Australian record. So Annie now to break her own record, and her own record before that, and her own record before that, and her own record before that, so on and so forth. Sounding like a broken record, get it? So Henry Day lifting out, 4th and final attempt here today, 18th of September 2022. Thank you very much, Henry Day. Lifting out for Annie. Must pause. No. Great try though, well done indeed, Miss Mallard. Final attempt of the day, I think a 145 by the look of it, yes. 145, 225s, a 10, and a collar pin height 10. So a couple of 10s in the, well, in the mix, I suppose, in the fold. 225s, a 10, a collar, and pin height 10, please. Luke, you are the final lifter of the entire competition, I believe. Final lift of the entire day, ladies and gentlemen. Luke Monaghan, a record in his first ever competition. How about that? Has never lifted in a powerlifting event before today. Henry Day lifting out. Bar is loaded. Last lift of the whole day, ladies and gentlemen. King and Queen of the bench press. Yes, still going. Oh, very close indeed. Thank you very much, Luke. What a great introduction to the sport of powerlifting. Let's give him a huge round of applause indeed. Now we shall work away rather busily on the, I believe, laptop computer to announce all the winners. Potentially on the boardwalk out the front of Cicerello's restaurant in Fremantle. Not sure if the scores have been sorted. I might ask Henry Day, actually.
Hey guys, thanks for hanging around, and thanks for coming down to supporting this meet. The meet that we've had today has got quite a bit of history going back, and the trophies allocated to this go back to 2009. The two perpetual trophies, which athletes will be able to hold and get some photo shots on today, but they then have to give them back, are in tribute to two of the state's legends of the sport. On the men's side, we've got Mike Hubben, who was one of the state's premier lifters, especially in benchpress. He was a fantastic junior. Quite a few, like one world championships to his name. And on the other side of the coin, we've got another living legend with us who's here today, Monica Cook. For many years, Monica was dominant in the bench press, and was fitting tribute that her name get aligned to this trophy. Obviously, she's won it a couple of times herself on the way through, and but she decided to give everyone an opportunity to win something by staying out of it. Thank you, Monica. Anyhow, on to today's winners, and today we'll start off with most promising, a young lifter here who did extremely well. Just a few technical areas needed to improve, but that went to and was voted for Ben Tubby. Ben, you around, mate? Oh, here we go. Thanks, Ben. There we go. Should we come up and hand these out? We'll just get Lucy Michon, because she's good at reading the writing on these and being able to handle them out and decipher. Okay, so we'll start off in the female section. Female teen today, outstanding performance, national record, and went for fourth. It looked as easy as a first. Giselle Lim. And I'll just get you come up onto the stage. There we go, and we'll get a team photo. Okay, we'll shift to the other end of the scale, female masters, and this would make 2 in a row for this lady. Ebony Waru. Sterling performance. Well done, Ebony. Okay, now on to the open event. In third place this year goes to Brooke Palmer. Okay, how this is all fathomed out with the open, it's body weight times the amount lifted body weight coefficient times the amount lifted, which is a formula that's attributed. Hang on, let me start that again. How this is done, right? When you weigh in, your weight is assigned a formula, a coefficient based on how heavy or light you are, and then that is times by your best lift today, and that gives you a coefficient score, and the highest score actually wins. So Brooke, that's your third place. Well done. In second place, who had a good day here today, a little bit of disruption there with her third lift that she had to do twice because of a misload on the bar, but that went to Aletha Tate. Well done. And in first place, and this is 2 years running now, it goes to Annie Mallard. We get a quick shot of the girls, I guess. And we'll just stay there, girls. We'll bring the guys up in a second. '22 Queen of the Benches. Well done, girls. Now, on to the other side. Male teen. A little bit of a duo thing happening here, but that went to Simon De Beer. Simon. Well done, Simon. Males Masters. Probably not his best day on the bench, but enough to come away with the win in the Master section. Troy Cezanne. Well done, Troy. Bringing us to the open section. In third place, all the way from Newman, Ben Adams. Come on down. In second place, and it was pretty closely contested, champion effort here, Michael Leary. Okay, that brings us to the first place. And this is a second time winner. I'm just checking here. Second time winner of this trophy. Mr. Kyle Love, 2018. And again here in 2022. Well done, Kyle. I'll just get Mon, just so while you line up here, guys, I'll just get Mon to come forward and present her trophy, the Monica Cook Perpetual Trophy, to the winner of the women's section, to Annie Mallard. If we could do that, Annie, come forward. And on the men's section, if I get Corey Miller, if you're around, Corey, if I could get you present up, please, to Mr. Kyle Love, the Mike Hubben Perpetual Trophy. Okay, let's hear one final round of applause for our champions today. And one final applause for you guys for hanging around. Really appreciate it. Thanks for coming out and supporting our event. The next event that we have on will be October the 9th up at PPS, Sons of Odin. It's a novice comp, so if any of you guys have got the urge to participate after seeing these guys lift today, just give us a ring, get in touch, and more than happy to facilitate. Hopefully you guys here will be looking forward to doing the States next year. It's in May, so hopefully we can work you guys towards that. It's going to be another exciting one, so yeah, hopefully we see most of you there. Apart from that, we'd like to thank Adam Coe, our MC of the day. Sam Murphy on the live feed today. Fantastic live feed. We're getting better all the time on that. The dynamic duo, Lyanne and Lucy lifts 85, is it, Lucy? There we go. For your Instagram followers, that's where you can find her. Thank you, girls. And the spotters, the loaders, referees, Kenyon Donaldson at the head there, thank you. And to everybody, once again, for coming, thank you. See you next year.